This module can be used to price up a floating floor, or because it gives me the option of battens, I can use it to price a chipboard or tongue and groove floor as well. Using this module couldn't be easier. All I need to do is enter the floor area that's required, here in the red cell. This will be 22 square metres. The programme has performed many calculations based on the 22 square metres that I have just entered, and the pricing sheet is now filled with this information. Let's look at the details. As with all our modules, the user has the final say, so I'll quickly check it meets with the requirements of this specific job that I'm doing. Again, like our other modules, you are able to set the details on a job-by-job basis. Or if you know that you always do things in a certain way, you can set everything how you want it in your master copy. Then those settings will be brought in every time you use the module. The centres for battens are set at 0.6 linear metres, or 600 mil. I can also see that with it set like this, I will need 44 linear metres of batten. I'm going to be putting my centres at 0.5 linear metres, so I'll enter this into the yellow cell here. By changing the centres, I can see that I will now need 57 linear metres of batten. This quantity also includes my wastage percentage. The wastage percentage is shown here in the yellow cell. At the moment it's set at 6%. As I know this floor is going to be awkward, I will raise this percentage to 8%. By changing this number, the material quantities required do increase to allow for this. My vapour barrier that I will put down on the floor first has been calculated, along with the battens. If I click on the battens question mark, I can see in the picture the setting for the centres. I have just changed this in the yellow cell at the top of the screen, so I'll be leaving it as it is, but you can alter the centres here in the picture if you wish. If I was doing a floating floor and just laying the chipboard onto the insulation, I would simply untick the battens and the batten fixings like this, and the costs are immediately removed. I won't be doing a floating floor, so I'll retick the battens and the batten fixings. The circular saw for cutting, the glue for the boarding joints and insulation if required have been allowed. All of these can be adjusted or removed. The costings for the actual flooring are shown here. My flooring is set as chipboard, but you can change this if, for example, you were doing a T&G floor. You would use the drop-down menu to select the correct material. If I click on the fixings for battens question mark, I can see that one fixing per 0.6 linear metres has been allowed. I will change this to 1 per 0.9 linear metres. Raw plugs have been calculated, as have the fixings for the actual flooring. If I click on the flooring fixings question mark, I can see how the fixings have been calculated. If I wanted to alter these default settings, this would be something that I would do in my master copy, rather than looking at it every time I priced. I am happy with how this is set, so I'll leave it as it is. My chipboard flooring is priced, all by entering just one number. I can see the totals for the materials, plant, hours, labour and overall total here along the bottom. Pricing up really can be this easy and accurate.